Good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about urbanization and its effects on child development. Let me discuss about the meaning of urbanization. What is the meaning of urbanization? Urbanization is a population shift from rural to urban areas. The gradual increase in the proportion of people living in the urban areas and the way in which society adapts to change. It is predominantly the process by which towns and cities are formed and become larger as more people being living and working in central areas. The United Nations projected that half of the world populations would live in urban areas in the end of 2010. It is predicted by 2050 about 64% of developing world and 86% of developed world will be organized that equivalent to approximately 3 billion urban it is by 2050, much of which will occur in Africa and Asia. Notably, the United Nations has also recently projected that nearly all global populations growth from 2015 to 2030 will be absorbed by cities. 1.1 billion new organizations over the next 15 years. Okay, now let me discuss about effects of urbanization. So, following components are influence the effects of urbanizations that are efficiency, convenience, concentration of resources, better social integrations, and greater earning potential, new markets, and economic improvement. Now we will discuss about one by one of the effects of urbanization. Efficiency. What do you mean by efficiency? Efficiency is nothing but the cities are more efficient than rural areas. Less effort is needed to supply, and basic amenities such as water and electricity, research and recycling programs are possible in one city. So the flats are prevalent. In flats are many people gather in a small area, and large people can accommodate in a particular land area, small land area. So that's why it is called it as efficiency. And second one is convenience. What do you mean by the convenience? So convenient access to education, health and social services and cultural activities is more readily available to the people in cities and village. So life in urban areas is much more comfortable and compared to villages. So cities have more advanced communications and transportations networks. So that is why it is called it as a convenience. And third one is the concentration of resources. What do you mean by concentration of resources? So since most of the human settlements were established near natural resources from ancient times, so lot of resources are available in and around cities. So facilities to exploit and these are resources optimally also exist in urban cities. So many resources are available in the cities. So that's why the people are migrate from the rural area to urban area. And next one is the better social integration. What do you mean by the better social integration? So the better social integration is nothing but the people of different religions and ethnic background and social classes and races reside in the same area. So this leads to a more understanding and acceptance of differences. So then this is the reason for automatically happening a better social integration. So the people are choosing a better integrations through the migration of one area to another area, rural to urban area. And next one is greater gaining potential. What do you mean by the greater earning potential? So the possibility of greater earning potentials result from the availability of more jobs. So more jobs will we can earn to more money. So that's why they are call it as a greater earning potential. And next one is new markets. So that internet has opened in all areas and new market by posting a free classifieds and web from the comfort of home. So we can earn so many amount of money from our home. and economic improvement. So high tech industries and earn valuable foreign exchanges, and lot of money of the country is available in the only in the urban area. So automatically the economical improvement is improved to the urban area peoples. And adverse effects of urbanization. What do you mean by the adverse effects of urbanization? So these are the points support to the adverse effect of urbanization. One is the growth of slums and decreases in agricultural protections and pressuring on the provision of civil amenities. So the rapid inflows of populations and urban places give rise to housing of problem, which leads to the growth of slums. So due to poor living conditions in slums and large scale of unemployment among the slum dwellers, the slum often become breeding ground of criminal activities. And second one is decrease in agricultural protections. The decrease in agricultural protections, the rural peoples are migrating from rural to urban, so that unavailability of farmers, unavailability of employees is affect the agricultural protections due to the shortage of workers and in the rural area. And finally, pressuring on the provision of civil amenities. So the constant increase in populations and urban areas pressurize in a provision of water and sanitary, electricity, transport and medical facilities and civic authority, and find it extremely difficult to cope up the demands of the people in the urban settlements, mostly located in suburban cities. Okay, let me discuss about the adverse effects on the environment. Uh, The first one is temperature, and second one is air pollution, and the third one is change in water cycle, and the fourth one is destruction of natural habits of flora and fauna, and fifth one is increase in unemployment and problem of law and order. Okay, let me discuss about adverse effect of environment by one. The first one is increasing the temperature. Due to the factors such as plowing over formerly vegetated land, increasing a number of residents, and high-rise apartments and industries, temperatures are automatically increases due to the increased absorption of sun energy and production of more and more heat due to very intense human activity. Next one is air pollution. The factories and automobiles are most visible symbols of urbanization due to the emissions of harmful gases like smoke and from factories and vehicles and air pollutions, and the high amount of suspended particulate matter in air, and particularly in cities, which contributes the allergies and respiratory problem, is becoming a huge health hazard. And change in natural water cycle. So when urbanization takes place, water cycle is automatically changed as cities have more precipitations than surrounding areas. So due to the dumping of sewage water and from factories and factories that is automatically leave to the water bodies, and water pollutions occur in resulting in outbreaks of epidemics. So automatically the disease is spreaded by the sewage water. And next one is destruction of natural habits. Destruction of natural habits of flora and fauna. So it making of an urban area, a lot of forested area as destructed and destroyed, which otherwise would have been natural habitats to many birds and animals. So increase the unemployment. So since the number of people are aspiring for jobs in more than jobs available, so unemployment is natural outcome of the situation of urban areas. For example, so in a sweeper posting, so many PhD candidates has applied for the post recently in Kolkata. So that is the main causes for the increase of unemployment. And finally, the law and order problem. Law and order problem, so that multiplication of slums and increase the unemployment and crowded living in apartment and urban areas are increased in various criminal activity and corruptions affecting the law and order system. Okay, so these are the main reason for the urbanizations impact of urbanizations on child development. Okay, if you reduce these things, automatically the child development is growth of child and development is elevated positively. Okay, let me discuss about new topic in the next class. Thank you.